Hello guys, welcome to my channel again today. My name is David, and today I'm going to be talking about something very interesting. It's called the principle of choice and growth. The principle of choice and growth. And so one of the reasons why I want to talk about this is just for people to be able to understand how powerful choices can be and how to make, you know, very good choices in life, basically applicable choices. Okay. And there is a saying that a um, people grow by choice, and a man that refuses to grow is going to be used as a tool for another man's growth. So it's very, very important to know about choices and make important and powerful choices. Also, people actually look at choices from two different perspectives. Some people look at choices from an intelligent point of view. Some people look at choices from a godly point of view. Okay, so I'm just going to delve into each of them quickly. People should make intelligent choices. Actually, I make intelligent choices too, and intelligent choices usually will get you a very good result. That's it. However, it has shortcomings. Intelligent choices have shortcomings. If you look at intelligent choices, they're usually based on facts, scientific facts, fact around us, what people have tried before that has worked for them, and other people also want to try them. That's intelligent. Those are intelligent choices. That's the basis. However, um, intelligent choices can get you the results, but usually can't get you the fulfillment. That's the truth. Okay, intelligent choices can get you the result. For example, if you decide to make investment choices based on how some people have made it in the past, you can make a lot of money. Okay, and your basic needs can be met in life. However, you might not really find deeper satisfaction in life, even though you've made money. Do you understand? Even though you've met your basic needs in life, and that's one of the limitations of intelligent choices, even though they can be good. However, the other kind of choice I'm going to talk about today is more of godly choices. And I know it might sound weird to you guys, but I'm just going to explain to you. Making godly choices, the benefit of making godly choices far outweighs making intelligent choices. Now, because you're making godly choices doesn't mean you're making foolish choices. Don't get me wrong. It encompasses intelligent choices, but it offers something extra, something deeper, something much more fulfilling. Usually, when people make godly choices, it helps them to, um, you're making the choices based on wisdom, not just fact, based on wisdom. And that's why there's a part in the Bible that says that I think Proverbs 25:12, that those who fear the Lord, it shows them the right path to choose. Do you understand? So and there's also another part that talks about the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So you can tell that it's actually linked. So wisdom is one of the tools you need to be able to make important choices in life. Godly wisdom, godly wisdom. And so I'm just going to give you some of the benefit of godly wisdom so that you understand. I've been able to apply godly wisdom in certain areas of my life, in most areas of my life, basically, and I've been able to get results. I remember there was a time about 2 years, no, about last year, before I came into the UK. I was in Nigeria. Okay, I was 7, and I I was believing God for something, and I needed to be able to make, a very major choice in my life. And as I was, rounding up service, I was believing God for a better job. I was believing God for something solid. Okay, and I was actually very diligent in my during my NYC. I was very active. I was, career wise, I was doing well, and I was serving in the hospital where I was working. In the clinical setting. So it got to a particular point during NYC as I was rounding up the program. I I was also making some international applications. Okay, so I was believing God that something major was going to come true for me, something solid that was going to align with His will for my life. So that was what I was believing God for. And towards the end of the NYC, like I was saying, I had 3 job offers. Okay, um, the hospital I was working with, they were showing interest in recruiting me because I was diligent and I was doing my job very well. And I also had another interview offer from outside the country. Then I also got a job offer from Lagos. Okay, so those were the three offers that were there. And I understand the fact that somebody would say that I should be able to make a simple choice, just pick one, pick the best offer. However, I didn't do that. So what I did was to pray about it, and I told God, I said, God, I said I was going to put in my best in these three things, and I believe that I'm going to put in my best equally in these three things, and I'm believing you to lead me in the right direction. So that was my prayer. And so the first one I actually did was the interview. So I put in my best. I studied, I prepared myself, I did everything I should have done. However, I didn't get the job. Yeah, so I got the feedback that I was not experienced enough, and some other feedbacks, and I took it as a positive feedback. I worked on myself, so I knew that was not the way. All right, so I kept on praying, I kept on working hard. So I was waiting for the hospital. So the hospital told me they came up with another story. They were not ready to recruit at that time. It will need to take. I'll have to wait a little longer, and it was not feasible. To cut the long story short, it didn't work at the same time too. And so I was left with the Lagos job offer, and I put it in prayers, and without any interview, the I got the job in Lagos. I and After NYC, I decided to relocate to Lagos. However, before I relocated to Lagos, I was still believing God that I was believing God for something bigger than that job. So but I told God I was going to move because that was where He wanted me to go. And the funny thing is, when I was going to Lagos, had all my things in where I was based in IB. I had all my bags, all my for what men usually have, your gadgets and all those things. So I had them, and I had it in my heart. I knew it was from God, and it just dropped in my heart that Abraham, he left his father's land. He went to a strange land, um, and he left most of the things he had behind to just go out to start again. And God told him that was going to be established in the strange land he was going to. So I told God, I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to go to where you want me to go to, and I'm going to also give my best. So when I went to Lagos with just a school bag and a gas cylinder and two pots because I like cooking. So, and when I got to Lagos, some friends and families could not really relate with me because they were like, why would you leave all these things behind and just go to Lagos? It was weird to them. But they didn't know I was making a very powerful choice in my life based on the conviction I had from God. And so I went into Lagos. I was living. I had an apartment there that was given, and I started doing the job. I started doing it wholeheartedly, and just to the glory of God, actually. Um, Within 3 weeks of getting to Lagos, I already made an application for one of the job interviews I was applying for. I made an application December 2020, 2023. So I just saw that I got an interview. Um, that was in January. That was 3 weeks after I resumed the job in Lagos. So I told God, I said I was going to put my best again into this interview, and keep doing what you want me to do. And I put in my best, and to the glory of God, I was able to get the job, and I was able to move to the next phase in my life. Now, what am I trying to bring out of this story? When you are making a godly decision, a godly choice, it gives you fulfillment. That's number one. It goes beyond your own understanding, and you are acting based on the wisdom of God. Okay. And another thing I want to point out here is that when you're making a godly decision or a godly choice, actually, you have to be able to exercise patience, you have to be able to exercise prayer, you have to be able to exercise faith. Okay. So these are three things, and wisdom, like I said, these are four things you need to be able to exercise when you're talking about making a major life decision. However, making making little choices, I mean small choices and big choices, you need to make godly choices, because when you make godly choices, then you get wonderful results. You're not just getting result based on facts. You're getting result based on this wisdom, and it's also able to give you fulfillment in your life. And there's this peace that comes with having making godly choices. You know that there's a backing. There's a reason for you going in a particular direction. However, when you make intelligent decisions or choices alone, things happen. Then there is no backing. There's no peace behind it. There is no spiritual support. There is no confidence that you've been led to do that, because you've done that based on your own intellect. Just to wrap up this video I'm making, I'm just encouraging somebody out there. If you need to make decisions in your life, don't just make decisions because the crowd is making decisions. No, don't make decisions based on what people say. Make your decision grounded on God's word. It helps you. It gives you a basis. It gives you a support. It gives you a cushion. It gives you everything you need, and it leads you into fulfillment. And so that's where I'm going to end this video. So I hope somebody has been blessed, and hope somebody has been able to learn one or two things from what I've said. Thank you very much. Bye.